Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the Moondrop Quark 2, Quarks 2. And yes, this box is absolutely tiny, it's small, SMOL. And yeah, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank Shenzhen Audio for sending it to me, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video, nor thoughts and opinions are my own. And as you can see, still sealed, I have not tried this yet. And this is priced, I think, $16.99, so it's definitely affordable. And it's USB-C, as you can see. I think it's 32-bit 384 kilohertz, the actual DAC chip can do. And it's got a DSP built in, so that's quite a lot for $17 basically. And yeah, let's just see what's in this tiny box. So let's have a close look. As you can see, Quark 2 USB-C LCP driver, so that's pretty good to see. You can see frequency, THD, information obviously in English, so LCP driver, and yeah, not much to say, a graph, and that's it. Literally, obviously they've done this to keep it the cost down as possible, and I guess you can say it's environmentally friendly as well. So that's it. Seems fine. Hopefully, you have to see how vented these are. We'll have a look at that in a bit. So cables 002. Let's have a look what this stuff is. Scan that if you want and be brave. I have no idea that goes. A QC and a little user guide. May you have a pleasant experience. Me too. How to wear. And tips, storage your earphone, notice, after sales, and for the warranty. Again, normal kind of tips I've seen a few times. They're okay really, and I'll get these out in it. Let's just get one of these through. So yeah, kind of same design as before. If it focuses, you can see there's a lot of foam there to dampen it. So these would probably be quite bright. I like the like kind of metallic finish, seems kind of cool. And yeah, so the cable. So there's the Y split. Obviously these are made to be very affordable. So it's probably not the best cable, but obviously I'll see when I use it. And yeah, Moondrop Type C. So very straightforward. So yeah, as usual, I spend all my time with it to see what these are like. And yeah, hopefully they seem, I guess it's fairly neutral, should be the tune of this set. So anyway, I'll see you in the next clip. So welcome to my review section of the Moondrop Quark 2. As you can see here, obviously fixed cable. Show you what it looks like. So I guess the chipset is in here. So Moondrop there, that's it. Obviously all attached cable. It's a bit, you can see it's kind of kept the shape. Hopefully through time these kind of kinks go out, but it's okay really. Obviously Y split with the branding on, if it focuses. There we go, Moondrop Technology Company. There's the branding. Let's go this side. So this is the left unit, and that's it. Just say L here. Just see it there, and obviously this one is the right one. Now controls. Bring it up. So play, pause, volume up and down, answer call and end call, or reject call. Microphone on the back. Microphone quality is okay, it's usable, it's nothing amazing, but it does the job. And no next track, previous track or anything on this, so it's just that. And yeah, and this is the right unit, just in here. Just the R there, and that's a closer look at it. You can see in the nozzle, there's like that bit of foam or some sponge or something. Build quality seems okay for what it is. The DD, as you can see, is right there. That's what it looks like from the front. And that's it. So, oops, put that there. Get rid of this tip so I don't lose it. So, obviously it's got the DAC is in here. So it does up in Windows, it goes up to 32-bit 384. Now I found that using this up to, I think 25% in Windows is a good volume from what I could tell. But using this on my phone, you want 60%, 70% volume to probably get loud if you know what I mean. So yeah, and also I didn't really hear the noise floor. I didn't really hear the hiss. So whatever DAC is in there seems, I think, sufficient for the money. I have no idea what it is, because when you put in Windows, it just says Quark 2. So I don't know what company makes it. So anyway, it's a timbre, this set. So I found the timbre on this set actually pretty good, pretty natural. Not perfect, I think, because it's a bit, it can sound a bit thin, but I'll get to that in a bit. But timbre-wise, pretty good. Technicalities and details on this set, again, pretty good. But I also found you kept wanting to turn it up. I don't know why, but it's one of those ones I wanted to turn it up and up and up for the volume. So you have to be careful of that, in my opinion. But yeah, details, resolution seems good. Obviously, I'll talk about pound sensitivity, but it's irrelevant because it's the DAC's doing the job. Comfort and fit, which is important, I think. So obviously, cable down type. Now I prefer over the ear because it's easy. Say if this is in your ear, it's easy just to like snag it, and that's annoying. Also, because of how it works, see, it's vented on the back, but it's not really vented from the front. So it can be, you don't really get driver flex, but you can sometimes feel like the pressure when you put it in your ear. Just so bear that in mind. After a while, you get used to it, but when you first use it, it's a bit annoying. Make sure you use the right tip. So on my left here, I had to go one size down to small, because normally I'm using medium. So just bear that in mind. So sound stage and imaging, it sounded okay really for stage, and imaging sounded okay. Also, this uses an LCP driver. You can't really tell from, on the video, but the driver seems actually quite competent really. So anyway, sound, because this is very different from the original. So I'll put the graph up now so you can have a look. Now, negatives, you can probably see straight away. Mid bass, it can sound thin. Now you can see there's a slight elevation towards sub bass. Personally, if this had a bit more mid bass, it'd be better. Maybe you can EQ that in. I've done this as it is. There's also no mention of using it with the app. I don't have the app installed on my phone anymore. Just I use it straight on my phone, and I've used it straight into Windows, and it comes up as this really. So bass, not bassy as you can imagine, small sub bass elevation. For some music, it's got enough punch to it, but it can sound a bit thin. Personally, for me, I want a bit more mid bass, just to make it sound a bit more exciting, really. But apart from that, that's it. So mid range, you can see at the lower mids, there's a little bit of a recession. That's probably one of the reasons why it sounds thin. Female vocals sound better than male. Some male vocals can sound thin, again, as you can probably imagine. But apart from that, mid range is really transparent, as you can probably imagine. Vocals, I think they're really good on this set. They're not forward. It's quite a safe tuned earphone overall, from what I found really. But yeah, mids are clean is probably the word to describe for that. I don't have any issues with that. Treble, again, there's a little bit of gain at 3K, but it's fine. It's the sound overall. The sound quite smooth compared to the original. Obviously, you can check the graphs after the video, but it sounds quite smooth. It has enough treble. You could probably do a little bit more extension really, but apart from that, the treble sounds pretty good. There's nothing exciting about this set, but it's amazing what you can get these days for $17. Really, it's basically a neutral set with a small bass, small sub bass boost really. There's that peak on the graph at 15K. I didn't really hear that really. Again, I've just graphed this just before I started the camera, so I always listen to them first and then graph them afterwards, so you can kind of quell your thoughts and impressions on it. If you don't know the graph, your ears are doing the talking basically. Anyway, yes, so on the whole, treble, nothing out the ordinary. It's quite safe, doesn't do anything wrong. It's just kind of average, but average is not bad. Yeah, fairly safe treble. It's not really recessed. It's got the detail. It sounds kind of realistic. It just sounds good on the music overall. It's a very smooth, safe set, and I like that. I don't like things being overly aggressive. I prefer too smooth than over too aggressive really. But yeah, treble on the whole is safe. overall you can see it's a very safe tuning, or boring tuning to some folks. And yeah, so conclusion is, what do I think of the Quark 2? If you like this kind of fit, cable down, it's all good. I like it includes its own chip, which is in there, and obviously microphone, play, pause, volume up and down. It's very featured, like, for the money. I don't really like the fit, so my negatives are: one, when you pull in your ear, it's that kind of vacuum effect, and two, it's a bit bass-like, really, and I don't really like attached cables. So that's three things. But apart from that, that's just my opinion. For $17, I do recommend it. I think it's great value for money. The DD they've used, it's an LCP driver as far as I'm aware. It seems quite competent. It's good to use it with your phone, because you just plug down your phone and it works. You don't need to use it with a DAP or anything. Again, it works with computers as well. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. Obviously with the packaging, they try to keep the costs super low. And yeah, that's it really. So attached cable, if that matters to you. Hopefully all these kinks, you can see it all up there, come out in time. And that's pretty much it. So you think I missed anything, but please, as usual, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care. And yeah, see you in the next video.